So I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a lighting. So I just told Alexa to go pink because red is kind of a little bit deep and dark. But yet still white is bright for me. So I can't do that. But anyways, so we left off in the story time where I spoke about the dude that I'm not even giving nobody no names. Because when I think about it and how I feel right now, they're not that important for me to give them a name, you know? Or not. So nobody's getting names. So, yeah. So the thing 2, because remember, thing 1 wanted a visa. Thing 2 is my male prostitute. So thing 2 was... I got done talking about thing 2. I left him in the dust. He was just not hitting it for me anymore. Like, it wasn't it. So in this time, I'm just back into the era of taking care of me, being good with me, being happy with me, just, you know, and I just got back snatched, you know, I just got snatched, like waist snatched, everything. I just got snatched. And I was feeling myself trying to at this point I was saving money to open up my own little place, but then I got roped into the whole jerk center thing again, and so my money went there. And that's another story for a whole nother day. I think that helped to make me feel the way I've been feeling. When I think about it, I'm wondering if I'm having like a midlife crisis or something. I don't know what they call it. But I'm wondering if I'm having that. Like, I'm wondering if last year was like a midlife crisis for me. That's the reason why I've broken down so much. But I'm getting better, and I love that for me. But yeah, so that I got roped into that again. So all of my money went there. I took out loans and everything. Let's not go there. We're talking about these dusty ass. Anywho's like, when a woman says never try and build anything with a man, it's because they've tried with multiple and it has not worked. So they realize that, and the ones that they've tried with, once they got something, they went and get someone and build that person. That person that they get never have to help them grow even more or make them even bigger or bring them beyond the point that you had gotten them to. They just either stay there or move beyond by themselves and then get a woman and take care of that woman in the way that you wish they would have taken care of you. So that's one of the reasons why women would say, like, don't build with a man, because it don't make no sense. It's utter bullcrap, because we've tried it so many times with different people. So enter back the guy that I procreated with. Now at this point, he had gotten whatever he was talking to at the time pregnant, and that lost the baby. So and apparently he didn't want to have a baby, and he didn't want to have a baby with her. So when that lost the baby, I guess he was relieved or something, but I guess he was having a lot of name calling and whatnot. And I'm gonna be honest and for real with you. We've had more bad times than we have had good, but there has been a smidget of good time. A smidget. I'm not gonna lie, it's a smidget. But the bad times outweigh the good by... If it was a scale and there were 10 things, the good things would have like 2 or 3 in them, and the bad would have the remaining 7 or 8, right? So the bad really outweighs the good. But at the end of the day, like, he called me up and was like, was I really a bad person? Blah, blah, blah. I was really in his mood. And I'm the type of person that I I tell you as it is. I tell you what's on my mind. But back then, I like to make people feel good, and I don't want to make nobody feel bad. So I would lean towards whatever good there is, be it minuscule or large. I would lean towards the good and tell you about the good. I wouldn't lie to you. I just tell you the good and like act like the bad just is not there. So he called me and was, talking to me, and I'm like, well, there were times, whatever. So anyways, we started talking again, and like talking like friends, like talking on the phone. He would call me up and like talk to me, and he started doing the chasing again. I wasn't paying it no mind. I was just in the mood where I was happy to probably be able to co-parent with this person, because I've always wanted a good co-parenting relationship, because I've realized that a relationship wasn't gonna be right. And I'm not the type of person that wants to force myself onto anybody. But he came up with, okay, we have a kid together, and this is my first child, and I don't have any more kids, and I really would like to try to see if we can make something work, so we can so basically he came at me with that whole, let's give our son both parents. And that is enticing for any mom, because all you want is to give your kids everything that you feel like they deserve. And one of the things that a child deserves is to have both parents, if it's possible to have both parents, right? And I didn't, at the time, I'm going to be honest with y'all and tell you what was going through my head. At the time, I was like, do you want to do this? But then I was like, you know what? We never gave it a shot before. And I don't want it to be said that I did not try. So, okay, I tried. And so I said, okay, let's try and see where it goes. And in the midst of all of that, like me saying that, and just, like a month or two later, he started to switch up and started to act funny. And like, I was like, what? And then one day he just did the disappearing act again. I was like, did it hurt? I don't even remember if it hurt. I don't even remember I don't remember nothing about that. That's one thing. I don't remember nothing about that. So I can't even really speak on that. And that's God and His truth. Because if I remember something on it, I remember I was a bit confused, because I was like, I know I didn't do nothing. Like, and then the thing that he got pregnant apparently started spreading rumors about I'm saying this to this person. I'm like, saying what to who? Like, bitch, I don't know nobody. How am I spreading rumors to people and I don't talk to nobody? Like, and even if I'm talking to people, the people that I talk to are you're not in the same class as these people. So you're never going to cross paths with these people, because you're not in the same class. You're not in the same caliber. I'm sorry if it comes off as condescending. There is a reality. There's class. There's lower, there's middle, there's upper. And there are classes, and they exist. Not saying that anybody's better than anybody, but I am better than everybody. Okay. I'm not even taking that statement back. If you don't feel like you're better than everybody, that's on you. That's a you problem. I feel like I'm the best thing since sliced bread and a hot juicy beef patty, like, right? But fun and jokes aside, all jokes aside, I can't even really tell you how that went. All I can tell you is that he started acting funny, and then he pulled a disappearing act, and I was like, what was that about? Like, and then again, there was no closure. That's one of the things that sometimes rattles my brain. Like, I like having closure because I like to give closure, But I don't know. That's a me thing. That's on me. Like, I need to learn to, if somebody just goes stage left, don't look for closure. Close it yourself, you know? And that's something that I'm learning, to close chapters myself rather than looking for someone to close it for me just because they're the ones that decide that they want to exit stage left. So, he started acting real sus and real funny, and I was like, okay. So I consider that him taking stage left. Like, I consider that him taking stage left. So I just step back, because I wasn't about that. Like, all I could say was I tried. Like, I tried and it didn't work, right? So nobody could say I didn't try. Nobody could say the opportunity came and you didn't try and you deprive your kid of this. I tried. I tried, not for myself, but for my kid. Like, a lot of the things that I do, a lot of the things that I tolerated with the person I procreated with is because of my kid. I never did it for myself. I never did it because I was in love. And then he came in, and to be honest with you, he came in with a love bombing thing again. Like, I'd be home and he'd be sending vehicles to come and pick me up. Like, where are you? I'm like, I'm at home. I'm chilling at home. And he's like, well, come see me. You and Sonny Boy come see me. And I'm like, well, we're just chilling at home today. And it's like, no, I'm sending a vehicle for you now. So it's like, there was no option, you know? And he would just send a vehicle to come and pick us up. And it's funny because where we were going was like, it's walking distance, but he would send a vehicle to come and pick us up, which, like, again, with love bombing kind of situation, that is fine. That's how I'm used to him being. And he wasn't bossy about it or nothing. He's financially abusive. That's what he is. He's not any other type of abusive. He's financially abusive. That's what he is. And yeah, I took that power away from him recently, though. Like, well, a while back I took that power away from him, but he had that power where he was very financially abusive. So that's the reason why you would hear me say, like, I am a single mother. I've been a single mother since the day I found out I was pregnant, because I did, if, again, 100% of the things supposed to do for the kid, I'm doing 99%, and he's doing 1%. That's all that he's ever done, 1%. So, but, anyways, and he doesn't even care how the 99% gets done. He doesn't care. He doesn't care, because it doesn't care. So, that went down the toilet, you know, but I tried. I was like, well, I tried, you know. And after that, I tried having a friendship. And he just put strain on that too. And so eventually it got to the point where I had to be like, you know what? I'm not going to do this no more. I don't even have his number. I don't have his number. The only person that talks to him is my son. And my son just calls him for lunch money, because that's all he gives is lunch money. Money to buy lunch and pay his fare. That's all he gives to my son. Nothing else. Lunch money. Like, I thank God every day for my son's grandmother, because I have a good co-parent relationship with her. You know, she's the one that, you know, I have a great co-parenting relationship with her. But, and that's all I need at the end of the day. I'm done with that. I don't even care, you know. I'm not going to keep my son away from him. If my son wants to be around him, then he's welcome to do that. If my son ever decides that he doesn't want to be around him, then I'm okay with that too. At the end of the day, my son is his own individual. He's his own person, and he has his own thoughts and feelings, and he needs to go through his own mess and figure it out at the end of the day. So, like, my son would know the tea as it relates to how I feel about the person I procreated with. But I always reassure him and let him know that no matter how frustrated or how I may feel towards this person, it's not a license for you to feel that way. Build your own feelings based off how this person treats you. And if you feel like you're okay with how they treat you, then that's fine. But if you're not, then just know your mama got you. You know, don't even worry about it. And he was like, okay, mama. And I was like, okay, baby. And that's it. That's the end of it. I don't have nothing else to say. And I don't have nothing else to say about that either. Like, people ask me about, if no one asked me about my baby daddy, I'd be like, ask me if I have a baby daddy. Notice I don't even call that situation a baby daddy situation. I said it from the very get-go. If somebody asks me, like, who's your baby daddy? I'm like, I don't have a baby daddy. I tell people straight up. This is what I'm telling people. I don't have a baby daddy. I tell them straight up. I don't have none. And they're like, so how do you have a kid? I'm like, immaculate conception. How about that? You know. But I don't have a baby daddy. So moving forward, I don't have a baby daddy. And that's why I've been referring to this person as the person I procreated with, because I don't consider him nothing to me. So I'm not his baby mama. He's not my baby daddy. We're not nothing. So I don't have a baby daddy, and I'm nobody's baby mama. Anywho, after that, I met a guy. Tall, dark, good-looking guy. Like, after that, I was just, and I met a guy, and I was like, okay, let me try with this person. Let me try to, build with this person, move this dude in and everything too. And I quickly realized that this dude has no freaking ambition. No matter how much you try to push him to do things and get his own, he had no freaking ambition. And I just couldn't stay. I can't deal with people that has no ambition, baby. Like, I don't have a problem because this whole entire time, I realized that I've always tried to help people better themselves, but never to better themselves to be with me. Like, all the relationships that I've been in, like, for example, the abusive ex that I was with, he would have put money into whatever dream I had. And I always encouraged him to put money into his own dream and put his money into his own thing and put his money into building his own thing. I've never wanted him to invest in my dream or invest his money in my house or anything. I've never wanted him to spend any money to buy a brick, a block, or a stone. Nothing. And the same thing for this dude that came around. I never wanted nothing from him. Never wanted him to add to me like that. But I was willing to help him build something and make something of himself. But he wasn't willing to do that. So that had to go. That definitely had to go. And again, even though I'm with these people and I'm here, I've never seen myself getting married. I've never seen myself with a long haul with these people. Never. Like, if he would have come and said, will you marry me? I'd be like, because back in the day, I had an ex propose to me. And I laughed. I was like, you must be sick in your head or something. Do you realize how young we are? Like, go live some life before you decide to put a ring on a girl's finger. I kid you not. That's what I told him. I think I was more mature. I was an old soul. But I've never met someone who I wanted to lock in like that or have me locked in like that. Like, I want you to love me. I want you to make me feel like I'm the world. But at the end of the day, I've never seen myself having kids with them, growing old with them. There's none of these people that I've spoken about. None of them. I've never seen myself growing old with. The only person that I had in mind to carry over into my whole old age was the guy that I procreated with. And how I was going to carry him over into my old age was in memory. It wasn't physically, it wasn't in a relationship, it wasn't in a friendship, it was in memory. I wanted to bring him in memory in my old age, because remember, he was supposed to be that sweet little story that I remember when I'm older with my grandkids and in my rocking chair with my forever partner. I don't know what the face of my forever partner looked like at that time. I never knew what the face of my forever partner looked like at that time. And but I knew that I had a forever partner. I felt like I had a forever partner, but none of them fit the mold. So I've never seen them in that light. But this dude went ahead with all his non-ambition, went ahead and cheated with let's not go there. And so I was like, listen, we gotta cut it. Like, I know I'm being very vague because I don't want to be too deep into people's business, because I'm going to go deep into people's business if I should tell that story. Like, and I'm just telling mine. So, and they're not significant enough to have an entire scene for them, like that. So, yeah, but we're leading up to the person that does. So yeah, and around that time with that guy, that's when I met the person that I saw myself spending the rest of my life with. I'll talk to you more in the next video.